Welcome back. The League of Women Voters is an activist grassroots organization that believes voters should play a critical role in democracy. They're holding an upcoming training workshop to discuss some recent changes regarding voters registration. Joining us now with more information are Fanny Connor, Patricia Manning, and Jerry Russo from the League of Women Voters. Welcome, ladies. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having us.
So we just want to get into the history first about the League of Women Voters. It's such a great organization that's been around for years, for what, 72, is it?
100.
Oh, 100. I was sure 25 years, but 100 years. So let's talk about the League of Women Voters and how it has played a crucial role in our society.
Well, as an organization, we are a national organization, open to both men and women. Our purpose is to encourage informed, active participation in government. And we provide a number of different services and opportunities for members to enhance their knowledge. And we provide many services for the community and voters in large. So we provide I can't say it today. We do voter registration training. Mm-hmm. We do debate. We have study groups. We studied various topics, such as healthcare and immigration and various other items of interest. We provide students an opportunity to go to Albany to so that they can see how government actually works. And each year we send one or two members from New York City, and the other leagues throughout the state send members, and they stay for about 2.5 days.
To really get a hands-on approach as to what's going on in our government.
Yes.
And that leads us to the voter registration training workshop, which I think is so timely, especially now we're just talking to Councilmember Richie Torres, and we've been talking to all of the everyone who has thrown their hat into this race for Congress. If you could just talk a little bit about the voter registration training workshop and what you're offering to Broadside.
So, I'm so happy to be here today, especially in the Bronx. Mm-hmm. The Bronx needs to be a little bit more educated in knowing how to register voters, how to run their own voting registration drives. This year in particular is so important because there are lots of changes that are come about with just voter registration. 17-year-olds can now pre-register. Yeah. There are changes in the law as far as for New York State. If you move out of, let's say, the Bronx, New York, you move to any county upstate, anywhere else in New York, you don't have to register again. So and
that was something that needed to be done before? Because I knew state to state, but if you move from, like, where?
If you move within the state, there's no need to re-register.
That's great. Because I think that also turned away a lot of people because they're like, oh, it's so much paperwork. I don't want to have to go through this again, you know? So it's one time, that's it.
That's it. You just have to notify the post office that, you've changed your address. So we're having it's like a boot camp. So it's not just for new recruits to come in and learn how to register. It's also for our trained group of people to come back and get the updates. So in starting off, we're starting in the Bronx first.
That's great.
And we're going to be holding a voters training registration. It's August 1st, Thursday, August 1st. Won't take a lot of your time. It's from 6 o'clock to 7:30. And it's going to be hosted at Dominicanos USA office at 369 East 149th Street, Suite 11, excuse me.
So right at the hub, right at the Third Avenue.
Right at the hub, exactly. And we're encouraging everyone to come. As a matter of fact, we're going to be giving something very important and very exciting as you know, we are celebrating our 100-year anniversary. And this is a commemorative button.
Now, who doesn't love buttons?
This is a commemorative button. So the first 20 people to register will receive this, plus we have a surprise gift.
Oh.
So.
And you can't give me a hint as to what that is? You can't give me viewers a hint?
No hints.
You all have to show up.
So, you know, by doing this training, you will be able to, as I said, you know, run your own drives. You'll be able to train. You'll be able to work with the League of Women Voters at their tabling events. So this is a very exciting time for us.
And you know, you were just saying, you know, we were just saying before we came back from our break how important this was, because you work along with the congressmen and the assemblymen and everyone who are our politicians to make sure that they're also letting their people know that it's important to vote and that we have the power to get changes made in our community, as we were saying earlier.
Right. And that's actually, the League is nonpartisan, so our goal really is just to get people involved and educated. You know, one of the questions that we often hear is, or we'll, you know, we'll be saying, you know, are you registered to vote? No, my vote doesn't matter. It's not important.
We hear that a lot.
And particularly, or people will get out and vote for the president every
Right.
4 years. But as Mr. Torres said earlier, the city, I mean, our council members really run the city, and
right.
all of the decisions that are made and all of the benefits that we want to achieve come from our council members. And if you don't vote there, you know, you're giving somebody else the power to run your community.
So it starts local.
It starts absolutely locally, and I think Mr. Torres, you know, was like on target. He's only allowed to do 8 years, which is kind of sad because he's quite good. I'm not supposed to say that.
So no.
But you know, so if someone else is going to be coming in, we need to know who's going to be running the neighborhood after that.
And I think what we've seen from all of our members, assemblymen, and everybody who are for the Bronx is that we see that they have a passion for the Bronx.
Right.
Every one of our politicians who have been on this show talking about, you know, what they want to see, the changes they want to see. One thing that I've seen as in common is that they have a love for the Bronx and that they want to see change happen. And that's what I see coming from you ladies as well. So just want to say thank you, for being here today. And I hope that everyone will go out and be a part of this voters registration workshop and also get a button.
Thank you.
First 20, remember. The voter registration training workshop will be taking place on Thursday, August 1st from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. at Dominicanos USA, located at 369 East 149th Street, Suite 11 in the Bronx. For more information, visit lwv.org or call 212-725-3541. Don't go anywhere. More open after this.